everybody, and welcome back to the Driver's Room channel. Today we have got something special for you guys. A blast from the past, or yeah, I don't know how we should call this series, if it even gets to being a series. Um, but yeah, it's an old race from GT Sport. So more than a year ago, I think, or almost a year ago, I'm not so sure. But yeah, it's from DRTT, the Tuesday League, and this was race number 1, if I remember correctly, and it was such a great race, and unfortunately it didn't get full coverage of it, so here we bring that to you today. So, going forward with the grid walk for today's race. In first on pole position we have there Gareth. He has put his BMW on pole for today. Second is JC. He might be in contention for taking the lead off into turn 1 from the start, who knows. Then third place is for MS2 Fast. And fourth place is for Linessy. Then we have fifth place, it is for Manginho. Then sixth place is for GTO. Seventh place is for Dennis. And eighth place is for Psycho Killer. Ninth place is for Ollie. And 10th place is for Dowlers. Then we have Kemaru. And in last but not least we have Rocker. That was it for this grid walk for upcoming race. Let's see what this race will bring us. Drivers are revving their engines and it's lights out and away we go. Seemed to be a good getaway from there Gareth, JC alongside, and I think MS2 Fast got a better start than JC had, but already challenging into turn 1. Not really making it stick this time, but Mang out of nowhere from 5th place on the grid already passed Linessy as they head through the S's for the first time. Linessy is gonna try and fight it back. Mang goes a bit off road and in the braking zone Linessy actually retakes that 4th place. But now MS2 was going deep into the final chicane and Mang up the inside of Linessy. Linessy dropping down to 5th place and MS2 was down to 4th, which will give Mang 3rd place as they are now already done with lap number 1. A very short circuit, or very short lap time I should say, around this very short circuit, as Dennis scrapes the wall a little. Will not cost him a position, fortunately for him, but many more of those and he will lose the slipstream up in front, which will put him in a very vulnerable position. So far no drastic changes of positions. As Kemaru at the back of the field is now trying to fight with Rocker, pulling out to the outside. Most often not really the place you want to be for turn 1. Tries to do it anyway, gets good rotation, maybe even a little bit too much rotation, as he's sliding a bit through turn 1, not really able to make a move on Rocker. but maybe he will do so in the upcoming laps. There, Garrett currently with the fastest lap, a 52.4. As behind him we have JC still the top two in the same exact order as they started. It is from third where the changes have been made. With Mang going up from fifth, now up into third. And GTO has gotten past Dennis. Dennis presumably making a mistake in the last lap, which saw GTO pass him for 6th place. Yes, whoa. There Garrett with a bit of a weird bunny hop. Not sure how he's able to do that. Almost felt like he was celebrating a little of being in first. Although I'm not sure that was really meant to happen. Strange side thing that was for sure. As everybody is now setting pretty comparable lap times, all into the 52s, although JC has been a bit slower over the last couple of laps, which has largened the gap to the Garrett and closed up the gap to Mang. And Linesi is gonna try to make a move on Too Fast. Is it gonna work out? Yes, it is. On the inside into turn 1, that's where you want to be. And I think it is job done for Linesi. Too Fast won't be able to really compete through the S's, although he is hanging on. As in front, Mang goes for the move on JC, but runs a bit too deep in doing so. JC will retake that second place, and Linesi now moving up to 4th place. Dowders in 8th place, really a big slide out of that final corner. Psycho Killer getting some great overspeed. Will he be able to make a move? Is he gonna pull out? No, he's lifting off before they head into the braking zone. Goes for the outside line, maybe a cutback. Not really a possibility with these cars and these kind of speeds, but it's worth an attempt, and he might be going for something similar later on. Rocker has gotten up into 10th place, Camaro up in 11th, and it's Ollie who is now down in last place, seemingly not really having the pace of the cars in front of him, as he nearly loses it running off road. Luckily keeps it on the track. Ahead, Linesi has made a move on Mang, going up into 3rd place, and he will be hoping to catch up to JC. First of all, to get close and get an opportunity of a potential 2nd, maybe even 1st place, who knows, but also to be less vulnerable to Mang behind. Of course, with that slipstream aid of JC in front, that will surely help Linesi defend from Mang. As of yet, Linesi is not close enough to get slipstream. or at least feel the effect of it. But he might be soon. MS2 Fast with the fastest lap of the race set a couple of laps ago, a 52.4, which is about the pace we see from these guys, mid to high 52s, occasionally a low 53 if it's a really bad lap, but so far everybody is looking very matched on pace. I think Dennis is closing up on GTO, but not by as much as he would like. Dowlers, meanwhile, making a mistake in the final lap, costing him about 5 seconds, I think, and costing him also a couple of places. Now down in 11th place, being passed by Rocker on the main straight, but is Dowlers gonna fight back immediately? Doesn't have the best of overspeed, and Rocker will keep that place. As onto the grass, Dowlers getting his rear right wheel on the grass, and Rocker actually in front getting all wheels off the track. Luckily he can keep it there. He's gonna fight it around the outside in the final corner, will give him more traction down the main straight, and you can see it absolutely worked out brilliantly for him. Going back up into 10th place and getting back one of his lost positions. MS2 Fast has dropped back a little bit from the top 4. With a couple of good laps, we'll see him back hot on the rear bumper of Mung. And we'll probably also be fighting for another position. As Ollie is really going fully sending it around the corners, trying to make up some lost time, but I don't think he has the pace like the others tonight. But who knows, maybe he will make up another position or two. Dennis is now definitely closing in. 2 laps ago, setting his personal best lap of the race so far for him, a 52.5. And GTO's best lap is a 52.7, so about a 10th difference between the two of them. And almost equal in the last lap, the two of them. Mung getting back in front of Linesi. Now up into 3rd place, but still not really able to catch up to JC. JC meanwhile with the fastest lap, as JC gets onto the grass, will hit the barrier slightly. The Garrett actually went off completely, I believe, and JC followed him almost in sympathy. As in the background, that is MS2 Fast hitting the barrier, will also cost him some time to the cars in front, maybe even leave him vulnerable to GTO and Dennis behind. But JC getting away with it, with that hit from the barrier, not even losing that much time compared to the cars behind. As JC, a big slide out of the 3rd to last corner. Luckily keeps it on the black stuff and regains control of his car. that could have been a lot more worse, especially he needs to be careful because he has gotten quite some close moments in the last couple of laps. Not really what you would like to see from a racing driver. He goes purple, trying to catch up to the Garrett with a big slide. Ooh, and Monk behind also with a big slide. And JC will now take the lead, whilst Lionesi takes third place. But JC now in the lead of this race, ahead of their Garrett, capitalizing on a mistake from the German and displacing him to take first place. Lionesi doing the same to Mung. Mung also having a big slide, and that made him lose a place to Lionesi. Mung now down to fourth place, and MS Tufos now, wow, with a banger of fastest lap, a 52.2. That's a really good lap. Wonder where that came from. He is really hammering it down to catch up to the front back, as JC now going side by side with their Garrett, and their Garrett wins out this battle. And now Lionesi might even win something. Lionesi now overtaking JC and maybe even going for a move on their Garrett. Trying to go the long way around, usually does not work, but it does this time. Lionesi now up into first place with their Garrett behind him. JC now down to third place, from first to third in less than a lap. And Mark hot on JC still as well. And again a big slide from JC. Will lose him the place to Mung. Mung has the inside line into the final chicane, and now JC is down to fourth place. Not at all a great couple of laps for him. As in the background we see that Linus, no, MS Too Fast has gotten a penalty, 1 second penalty for corner cutting. He will serve that throughout the lap, but I don't think he will be harmed as much as the stewards would like, because he continues to drive at full pace to get past the other guys. As now, ooh, Lionesi and their Garrett going wide. Mung nips up the inside. It is 3 wide into the final corner. Who will come out on top? It's still Lionesi. It's almost 4 wide. They are in some sort of fighter pilot formation, squadron, whatever. Down the main straight is Lionesi up in first place. Then we have Mung, JC in third place. Who's gonna come out on top? JC tries to go the long way around. Mung tries to go nip under, and it seems like Mung has gotten out on top ahead of Lionesi. Then it's JC, then it's the Garrett, and MS Tufos is again back in the mix. And so you see the top 5 really close, separated by, what would it be, 2-3 seconds at most. And with a little more than 3 minutes left to go, it is all to play for. Ooh, as their Garrett running a bit wide out of the final corner. The 2 Germans drag racing over the start finish line, and I think MS Tufos will win this one out. Don't think their Garrett will be fighting back hard, but he is though. Their Garrett braking a little bit later because of less speed, and I think their Garrett will be making the move back up into 4th place, although he is on the inside, which is not preferred through the S's. and MS2 fast slots in back in front of De Garrett, back up into 4th place. Ooh, Linesi running a bit wide into the penultimate corner, keeps the lead, but for how much longer, as Mang is really eager to get a move on. Only 3 laps left to go, including this one. And it's gonna be a real fight to the checkered flag. Who is that? It's JC. JC missing his braking point, going off the circuit, scraping the outside barrier into turn 1. And he has lost a lot of time. He's now down in 5th place with no chance of going back up any more places. It's more likely he would go down, with GTO and Dennis being very close on his tail. As De Garrett and MS2 was fighting it out, going up the inside, now turns into the outside line, and De Garrett back up in front of MS2 fast. 2 more laps left to go. It is still Linesi in 1st place, followed by Mang. Then it's MS2 fast, it's De Garrett. Then it's MS2 fast in 4th place. Then it's JC in 5th, GTO in 6th, Dennis in 7th, with Psycho Killer very close behind in 8th place. Then it's Kemaru in 9th, Dowders in 10th, then Rocker in 11th, and Ollie in 12th. Back to the front, Linesi still in front of Mang, with De Garrett and MS2 fast also really being really fighting a lot. De Garrett, a bit of an awkward line through the chicane, and it will cost him a lot. He has been spun round by the barrier on the exit of the final corner. He has gone from 1st for almost the entirety of the race down to 8th, and it's the final lap of the race. This is such a pity for him. He must be feeling very gutted, I would be, as he lost out on quite a big haul of points, now down to 8th place. Linesi through the S's for the final time. The final lap light is flashing. Only a couple more corners left to go. After this, only the chicane. Is Mang gonna send it on Linesi? Don't think he's close enough to do so. Tries to keep it tidy through the final corner. Tries to power out. Linesi breaks the slipstream up to the line. The blinkers of happiness are going on. Linesi wins this race of DRTT. Mang gets home in 2nd place. MS2 fast in 3rd. Dennis JC in 4th. GTO gets takes a checkered flag in 5th. Dennis is 6th. Psycho Killer gets 7th. And De Garrett will take 8th. Dennis Kemaru takes 9th. Dowders takes 10th. Rocker takes 11th, and last but not least it is Ollie who will take 12th place. What a race was this! My goodness me, fighting all race long with very evenly paced drivers. What a race! Wow! I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. It was really beautiful, and it shows like the whole race was clean. I have seen no dirty driving whatsoever. It was all very clean. So a big congratulations to the drivers and to MS2 Fast for taking 3rd, Mang for taking 2nd, and of course to Linesi taking 1st place. That was it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Like I said, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below what you think should be the series name for this, and if we should do this more often, going back in time for some classic races which we didn't cover previously, but are really good races. Let us know down below in the comment section. and hopefully we will see you around later with some more action on this channel. Until then, have a good one and see you. Bye bye.